Hi you guys, and welcome back to Briefly Trending. Today we're going to speak about Big Brother and Taylor Hill. Now if you're not familiar with Big Brother, that's okay, and if you're not familiar with Taylor Hill, that's okay. I will give you a little bit of a backstory on both. So Big Brother is basically a competition show where they take a group of people and put them into a house and they compete for $750,000. Now most of these contestants, if not all of the contestants, are microphoned and on camera 24/7. Now if it's not 24 hours every day, then it's most of the day and night that they are on camera and or microphoned. So Taylor Hill is currently on this season of Big Brother. She is 27 years old. She's from Detroit, Michigan, and she also was Miss Michigan USA 2021. So as I stated before, Taylor is currently a contestant on this season of Big Brother. So when we first meet Taylor, she walks in, she seems very kind, she's smiling, she seems very friendly, very open. And even though she was very kind and very open, it seems like some of the contestants were almost immediately negative towards Taylor. Like there were rude remarks made about Taylor, there were awful assumptions made about Taylor, and I would also say borderline racist comments or remarks made about her. Granted, most of these things were said behind her back, but it shouldn't have been said at all if you ask me. Now Taylor continued to be very nice, very open and kind to the other contestants, but of course she didn't receive the same treatment or respect in return. You had this girl group alliance that Taylor was trying to be a part of, and of course the girls were mean to her. They tried to get everyone to vote or evict Taylor, vote Taylor out or evict Taylor, and it was just sad to see. But there was a specific girl who I believe her name is Pamela. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but for the sake of this video we're going to call her P. She continued to just nitpick at Taylor and speak negatively about Taylor. The whole girl alliance group, they bullied her, they tried to isolate her and tried, as I said before, to get everyone to evict her. But P specifically, she went after Taylor. She was vicious. I mean, there was a time where P was in the bathroom with another contestant when talking about Taylor, and she stated, "We need to also get in good with the guys. Like, she cannot top me like being like the seductress of the guys." And I'm like, why do you care about seducing the guys? Focus on the game. And then she went on to say, when speaking to this other contestant, you and me are more powerful than her alone. Now again, if this is a girl alliance, why are you trying to isolate someone? Why are you trying to put down another woman? This just didn't make any sense. When I say P was aggressive and vicious towards Taylor, she really was. She went on to speak about the way Taylor walked, to how Taylor looked in the mirror, like she was obsessed with Taylor. Now there's another contestant by the name of Monty, and he also had a problem with Taylor. He had a problem with the fact that Taylor said that she had a finale dress, and he went on to tell another contestant about this, and this other contestant basically called Taylor aggressive for literally just saying that she had a finale dress. When did that become aggressive? It was a poor choice of words, and they shouldn't have labeled her aggressive at all when she's been nothing but kind and respectful and open to everyone in there. So moving on to a contestant named Daniel, who stated when he saw, or the minute he saw Taylor, he knew it was going to be bad news. And to me, I'm just thinking, how do you know that it's going to be bad news if you do not get to know a person? You haven't said anything to this person. He literally said the minute he saw her. So what exactly did you see? What made you think that she was going to be bad news just from seeing her? To me, he told on himself in that moment. Now, there have been other interactions with Daniel and Taylor where Daniel is basically yelling at Taylor and bullying Taylor. This latest interaction that he had with her, he was extremely aggressive and dangerous if you ask me. Was yelling at her, just saying awful things. He continues to call her out of her name. It is awful to see, you guys. And I believe someone should have stepped in with this last interaction that Daniel had with Taylor, because it really was scary, you guys. Now there's another contestant by the name of Nicole and another contestant by the name of Jasmine who continue to blame Taylor for everything. Blame Taylor for their losses in the game. Nicole continues to gaslight Taylor, and she continues to speak poorly and say negative, awful, disgusting things about Taylor. It really is sad to see. Jasmine continues to say that we're going to see, the viewers are going to see another side of her. And to me, it really sounds like she's speaking very aggressively and insinuating that she's going to be extremely aggressive and nasty towards Taylor, and she already has been. It's just mainly been behind closed doors with Jasmine as far as her saying negative things, but she has played a part in icing Taylor out and being nasty towards her. But it's just sick, you know, at this point to see that these people are bullying this one girl. I mean, like, it got to the point where she was crying and just like, it was so sad to see. And it seemed like she wanted to give up, but she didn't, thankfully. But there's so much more I could say about some of the awful things that the other contestants had to say about Taylor. But it does seem like things may be turning around for Taylor. There was a contestant that did speak up about some of the things that people were saying about Taylor. And it seemed like he was taking a stand against it, which is great. And some of the other contestants seemed to, you know, start to open up to Taylor. And that's good because she's smiling a lot more. It seems like she's being herself a lot more, and it's great to see that from her. Now, as I said before, she was friendly and she's continued to be friendly. So I just hope that things continue to improve for Taylor. And, you know, that's all I hope for, and I just hate to see that this was the treatment that she received from these people and that she was the #1 target for no reason at all. Or maybe there is a reason and we all know what that reason is. But anyway, that's it for today, you guys. If you all have any opinions on this matter, please comment down below and tell me what you think. And if you are currently watching Big Brother, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.